Hey, what is happening, guys? It is Curtis, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. This is episode 32 of my survival series, and we are underwater. We are trying to terraform this area over here next to our trees. I need to expand this area just a little bit outward because the layer above needs to be brought out a little bit more, and I want to make it look pretty nice. So we're pretty much just filling up some holes. Because what I want to do over here is I want to, well, first I guess I gotta go get more supplies. What I want to do is I want to start on the second farm. Well, let's go to sleep first. So I want to start on the second farm, and I'm not sure what this one's going to be growing. But where's my grass? There we go. We got some grass blocks right here. Let's go ahead and fill up the rest of this. Got a little bit more terraforming to do. I'm not sure what it's going to be growing, but hopefully it'll be something useful to us in the long run, so we'll see. So what I think we're going to do differently is we're going to put the farm on the backside over here and the house closer to the pathway, which would be opposite to what we're doing on the first farm. But let's see, I believe it is 6 wide. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 8 wide. So let's go ahead and set up these fence posts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and okay, that's not too close to the house, so I think that'll work. How long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're gonna go 12 lengthwise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna set it up pretty similarly. At least the farm design, we're going to do set up similar to that. We do need to put in a gate so that somebody's able to get in, but I'm wondering where the gate should actually go. I think the pathway will be right here, so it makes sense. Oh wait, unless we're planning to do something similar to what we did with the other farm. But actually, you know what? I don't think we're going to do that. So what I was suggesting was having like the stairway lead up into the house from the farm, but I think we're going to keep the house separate this time. So let's actually, we need to grab some materials for that first. But before we do that, let's go ahead and set up our water sources. So I got an infinite water source right here. We're going to set up the water very similarly to how we did it for the other farm. So we're going to do 1 line, 2 lines, and 1 line. So let's go ahead and set up that. I don't have any seeds on me right now, but we can go get some because I'm not entirely sure what it is I want to grow here. I believe the other options we have, we're already doing pumpkins and carrots, so I think the other options are we could do wheat, we could do potatoes, what's the other one? What's this one? Beetroot and watermelon. So I'm not sure which one we're going to do. I'm thinking we're going to do 2 different ones. Let's try potatoes and beetroot. And yeah, I think that'll be good to go. Let's grab, what else do we need? Okay, yeah, let's grab some bones. We'll use that for some bone meal to grow some more. Let's head back over here and let's start planting. Yeah, I got my diamond hoe right here. Let's go ahead and get started on this. So like I said, we're going to do 1 line right here. We're going to do 2 lines down the middle, and something different that I think we're going to do for this one. For the pumpkin one, we did one side being pumpkins, the other side being pumpkins, and the 2 middle ones being carrots. But for this one, what I think is we're going to have 1 whole side be for like potatoes, and then 1 whole side be for the beetroot. I think that can look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and set up this with some more potatoes. We'll use our bone meal to grow a little bit more. And I'll show you what I mean. So let's see, potatoes, and then to finish off this side we'll do the same thing right here, and then this will be the last line of potatoes basically, and I think that'll work out in our favor. There we go. Okay, perfect. 3, so it ends up exactly where I want it. So these 2 rows will have potatoes, and then the next 2 rows will only have the beetroot. So that'll be perfect. Okay, so let's set up the beetroot now. We have our bone meal still, and oh, you know what? I actually forgot that the beetroot goes separately from the seeds themselves. I completely forgot about that. But oh well, it's not too important for this. Let's go ahead and pick these up, replant them. There we go. Looking pretty good. Okay, that one didn't drop a seed. That one only dropped one. Only dropped one. And I can't craft the beetroot into more seeds like I could with the pumpkin. Okay, that only dropped one too. That's, oh no, that one didn't drop any! Oh no. I seriously don't want to run out of beetroot seeds here. Gosh, what do I do? Like, literally the only thing I can do to make more is to just keep trying, I guess. Oh no! This is terrible, we're running out. Ooh, I don't know what to do. The only thing I can think of is just to keep trying. Maybe with the hoe? I dropped one. Oh no! This is bad. Oh, you know what? Let's try it with... Can we do it with a fortune tool? We have the fortune 3 pickaxe. Will that work? So that dropped at least one. But it's not looking too good. Oh! Oh! We got 4! We got 4. Okay, that's awesome. So maybe it does work with the fortune? Let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, yeah, we got 3 seeds that time. Okay, so this isn't going to be too bad then. Alright. I got worried for nothing. We can just use the pickaxe to do this then. Alright, there we go. So now we have one side for all potatoes, one side for all beetroot. And I don't think I'm going to do a roof like I did with the other farm. I think I'm just going to keep it open like this. I don't think there's any problem with that. But yeah, so now we got to get started on building the house. So we're just going to chop down some trees. We got plenty of them from the saplings we've grown. It's actually kind of dark over here, so mobs have been spawning every once in a while. So I got to keep a lookout for that. But we're just going to pretty much just tear down this forest. We're going to have to move it eventually anyway. So it makes sense that we'll have to do this. So we'll just get this out of the way right now. And one of the things that I really hate, and I think I've brought this up before, is I really don't like the oak trees that grow like this because it makes it a lot harder to farm the wood and to finally get all these blocks out of here. I mean, I totally get it. It makes the trees look more diverse. It's very nice, very aesthetically pleasing to look at, but it's just really hard to farm sometimes. But oh well. It's not the end of the world. I think we're pretty good though. We got quite a bit of wood from this farm, and we're definitely going to get a ton of saplings for this. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm really excited about this project though. We've gotten quite a bit done, I would say. I can't wait to see where this project ends up. I think what I'll end up doing is have like a bunch of screenshots from when we first started and like as we progress through this. One of the things I really want to do, and I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I want to have like a wizard tower, I want to have a library, I want to have a jail. I really want to make this a fully functioning city, and like this is, man, I don't know if I should spoil this or not, but okay, if you guys don't want to spoil it for what I really want to do with the wizard tower, skip over a couple seconds because I don't know, I really want to talk about it, but I understand if somebody doesn't want to be spoiled for what I'm going to be doing with this. But the wizard tower, what I want it to do is if you stand in a certain place at the top floor, it will just continually dispense bottles of enchanting on you, and I think that could be like really cool. So yeah, I'm going to have to really do some farming with some clerics to get those bottles of enchanting, but I think it's definitely going to be worth it. I'm definitely not using the emeralds for anything else, so I think it'll be great, a great way to get some items that I really need. The bottles of enchanting, I don't really normally use them, but I think if we have like some sort of system that actually dispenses a ton of them, maybe to repair our tools or something, that would be fantastic. I think the only thing I'll have to do is probably reduce their prices at my trading hall, because I have do I have 5? I think I may have 4 at my villager trading hall at the main base. But I think we're definitely going to have to get Hero of the Village, or we're going to have to cure a zombie villager, because we're going to waste a lot of emeralds to make this happen. But without further ado, let's actually get started on building this house. We have enough wood now. So I think we're going to make it... I think this is going to be pretty small. We're in a pretty small area right now, so it makes sense that this would be a very small building. I think it's just going to be like 5 wide, and then for length, let's see, how far is this? Maybe like 7 or 8 blocks out. Let's see, so let's set up these little pillars. I don't want to call them pillars, posts maybe. And then, let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's 8 across. And then 5 on its width. Let's actually... Okay, so normally what I would do is I would have the floor be 1 block above the ground level, but I think for this one we're going to keep it at ground level, so no stairs or anything. So let's go grab our shovel. I know we could dig it up by hand, but I'd prefer to do it with the Silk Touch shovel. I think it would be a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about it turning into dirt instead of grass blocks. So I guess it works out in my favor. So let's take this out, and then we're going to replace it with the same wood stuff that we did for the pier, for the other farm, for the inside of the lighthouse. All over the place we're doing this sort of, I don't want to call it a pattern because it's not really a pattern, but we're making it look interesting, I should say. Alright, that's good to go. I stripped all the logs. Now I just need to set up this spot. I would use regular oak logs, but I think the oak wood itself would be better, because then you don't have the oak log rings showing. And then we'll just fill up some areas with some wooden planks like so, leaving some spot for some windows, of course, because that'll be very important. And there we go. For right here, we'll do the same thing, but we're going to leave a room for a door instead. And speaking of door, and you know, all the other furniture and glass we're going to need for this, let's go ahead, head back to our chest. We got some collecting to do. We're going to need the glass panes. We're going to need... Let's actually put some of this wood away. We're not going to need all of it. But you know, at the same time, we're not going to need none of it either, so we're going to have to bring some with us. But like I was saying, we're going to grab a couple things, I'm going to make some furniture, and let's go ahead and set this place up. Just got to figure out what we need first. Alright, I think I've got it. I have most of the wood I need. We have the glass panes. I have my door right here. Perfect. Glass panes, we'll go ahead and fill up these areas for our windows, like so, and that'll be good to, oh whoops, my bad. But that'll be good to go on the window front. For the furniture, because this is such a small house, I think it's just going to have the 1 room, and that's it. We got our yellow bed. I think, let's add a chest in here. I don't think we have a chest in the other building either, though. But we can add this one in. I don't think that'll be a problem. Maybe not right next to the bed, but close enough to it. And we'll go ahead and set up like a little dining area. So we have our chairs and our table. And we'll also set up a place for this farmer to cook. Maybe right here in this corner. And maybe not facing the table, but like this. I don't know. I think that could work. Now I just need to do the roof, and I think for the roof, what we're going to do is use some oak plank stairs. And most of the buildings I have in this area so far, or like the structures I have in this area, have very flat tops with very little incline for their roofs. So we're going to try our best to set this up like so. I think that can work out in our favor. And I don't want to stop it there. I want to bring it up a little bit more. We'll do inverted stairs, or upside down stairs, I should say, like so. And then I'll grab that stair in just a second, guys, don't worry. But after that, we'll bring it up one more, like so. And I think this will give it the incline that I'm looking for, at least for this building specifically. And then for the middle, I don't think we're going to use stairs again. I think we'll just use regular oak planks. I only have 3. So I'm going to have to make one more, but I mean, it also makes an additional 3 extra. But I think that'll work. Now I just need to figure out what we're going to do for the lighting. I have some chains, I have some lanterns, but I'm not sure how I want to hang it. And actually, I forgot my chains. I better go get those real quick. Because I don't want the light to hang too high up for anybody to reach. I would rather it to be like just above where the head is, or like where the player's head is. Maybe we'll do something like this, and we'll hang the lights. And that's too high. Like I said, I want it closer to the player, like right above their head, like so. Or like we're just grazing the top of it. I think that'll work. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, this place is so small, I don't think we need 2 light sources. I think we can just manage with 1. And it's just a matter of figuring out which side to put it on, because this is so symmetrical right now. Let's put it closer to the bed because there's not a lot going on that side. And I think that'll work for that. I'm really happy with this. I think it's looking pretty good. We already got some crops growing, which is awesome. Next, what I want to do is we're going to make a path from, well, like the path block over to both farms and the doors for these buildings. I don't want it to be too thin though, so let's spread it out a little bit, like so. Maybe we'll expand it around here. No, that looks weird because then we have just like a lonely grass block right there. Let's make sure that actually turns back into grass eventually. And we'll have to do the same thing for this side over here leading up to this doorstep. So let's expand it a little bit. I think that'll look pretty good. But I think since there's more grass over here, we can expand it this way. No, I don't like that at all. Let's correct that mistake. We're going to set it up like this instead. And I think that'll look pretty good, especially once that grass is done. But we also need to go over to this farm over here. I actually forgot about that. So let's set this up, expand it out a little bit, and I think that is perfect. Next, I really want to make a well for that area, and at the bottom of the well I do want some lights, so we're going to go down to the nether, or I guess not down to the nether, over to the nether, and we are going to collect some shroom lights. I only need 2 because I already have 2 at home. I just need to collect them from up here somewhere. There we go, got 1. Just need to grab 1 more. I thought I saw 1 more up here, isn't there? Yeah, there's some up there. Geez, okay, I don't think I'll be able to farm it from down here. Let's use some of these nether wart blocks that I just picked up. And then here we go, we should be able to get it now. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so let's head back then, and we'll go ahead and start setting up this well. Now, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to look. I don't have any plans for how it's going to look. Wow, things are a little laggy right now. I don't know why. I think it's because I just transitioned here, but you know, it wasn't so bad earlier. So first we're going to dig straight down over here, and then we're going to surround it with some stone, put the lights at the bottom and the water sources, and then we'll start building it. Okay, got our water sources in. We're going to put down some slabs for the edges around it. I'm going to use some mossy cobblestone and some regular cobblestone. I think that'll look really nice. For the corners, what I'm thinking is we can use some stone brick slabs. I don't have stone bricks by themselves, but I could make some. But I would rather just use the slabs and get it over with, use these up. But that looks pretty good. We'll set up some walls on top. I have 8 cobblestone walls and some fence posts, and I'll show you what I'm doing with that. So we're going to do cobblestone wall, fence post on top, and then another cobblestone wall. If I keep missing, that'll be unfortunate, but it's no problem. So we're setting it up like so, and then I don't know how we're going to do the roof of it. Maybe we can use some slabs like so. We'll do like a mixture of the mossy and cobblestone, or mossy cobblestone and regular cobblestone, like so. There we go. And then on top, how do we want to do this portion? I think we're going to use slab. I think we're going to use slabs, much like we did with the other section. And it doesn't have to have too big of an incline. It could just be something like this, and I think that'll be no problem. Mix in with some mossy cobblestone, and I think that'll be good. Let's tear down some of this dirt and we can take a look at it. Honestly, I think that looks pretty good. We're missing a couple details. I want to add a bucket, and I do want to add the lights down at the bottom. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's not going to be too big of an issue. But I will take this time to remind you guys, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell to get notified when I upload a video. And if you're not following already, please consider following me on Twitter or supporting me on Patreon, both at Curtis Does a Dig. I mentioned this in the Grid Realm series, that I really want to try making additional content, and if I do that, I do want to make it known that if I do that, my schedule will be changing. It will no longer be Wednesday survival series and then Saturday the Realm series. It might shift a little bit with how things are looking. It might be something like, okay, Wednesday we have our Realm series, Saturday we have our survival series, and then the next Wednesday it's the new content I'm making, and then the Saturday it'll be the Realm series again. So it'll loop around like that. But let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.